The woman stood in the doorway of her house, fingers clenched around an empty jar. Inside her home, the walls echoed with worry. Her husband was gone. The debts he left behind were alive, breathing, knocking, demanding. And today, the creditors were coming to take her sons. When the prophet Elisha listened to her story, he didn't offer her silver or pity. He asked a strange question instead. "What do you have in your house?" She hesitated. "Nothing except a small jar of oil." Elisha told her to borrow empty jars. From neighbors, from friends, from anyone willing to give one. Not a few, as many as she could find. Then he said something that sounded almost foolish. "Go inside. Shut the door, pour." When the door closed, Faith and fear stood in the same room. She lifted the small jar and poured into the first empty vessel. Oil flowed into the second, still flowing. The third, the fourth. The oil did not stop. Her sons ran back and forth, bringing jar after jar, until finally one said, "There are no more containers." And then the oil stopped. The miracle didn't end because God ran out of power. It ended because there was no more space to fill. That day, her debt was paid. Her sons were saved. And a widow learned a quiet truth the world often forgets. God's provision often begins with what seems too small to matter. What you call little, God calls enough. The question is not how much you have, but how much space you are willing to make for Him to move. If this story spoke to you, take a moment to reflect. And if you believe, type Amen.